What is the bump in the night that is keeping the most Americans up at night? Well, let's take a look. What do Americans fear the most? The answers to this foreboding study might surprise you. Or will they scare you? Will they shock you? Will they? Yeah, man, I don't really care. It's not ghosts and ghouls that are keeping Americans up at night this Halloween. Oh my God. This Scream season. Obviously, you kind of know when this article was written. U.S. citizens are far more afraid of government corruption, cyber terrorism, and other real-world issues. Yeah, here we go, man. The so-called annual survey of American fears serve to provide an in-depth look at the most common fears across the country and explore how these anxieties affect daily life, decision-making, and emotional well-being. Understanding what we're afraid of isn't about stoking anxiety. It's about putting those fears into context. According to lead researcher Dr. Christopher Bader, chair and professor of sociology at Chapman, shed light on what gives us the willies. Not like that, though. The researchers interviewed 1,015 adult Americans, on a cornucopia of common fright triggers from sharks to heights to even identity theft. Okay, that's running the gamut. While many of the fears seem fairly legitimate, the researchers felt that others were amplified by scaremongering internet and media outlets. No shit. Often the events that capture the most media and social media attention are rare and unusual, Bader declared. But because they're highlighted so vividly, so often, they can feel like daily threats. Recognizing the difference helps us regain perspective and power over our emotions. To which the team noted that fear of crime has been on the rise, even though stats show that real deal OIS has been statistically declining in recent years. Yeah, of course it's declining in recent years because they stopped reporting it, a phenomenon they attribute to sensational political and media discourse. Now, for the 10th consecutive year, corrupt politicians ranked first on the fear countdown. That's kind of wild, man. They're all corrupt, by the way, with a staggering 69.1% of participants saying that they're afraid or very afraid of this phenomenon. How many of them live in major cities? I digress. As a result, this coincides with the NYCS mayoral race being led by Democrat socialists, and at this point in time, he has either won and nuked any prospect for an NYC rehabilitation, or Andrew Cuomo's the mayor rather, which after he had to leave the governor's office in disgrace. It's just wild, man. But I digress. Comes just a year after Mayor Adams, yes, was charged with 5 counts of federal corruption, including bribery, fraud, and soliciting illegal foreign company campaign donations before the charges were dismissed in the spring. Yeah, don't worry about it. Coming in second, per the survey, was people I love becoming seriously ill. Okay, that one makes sense. Okay, followed by economic or financial collapse at 58.2%. Okay, cool. What do we got? So the top 10 fears. Corrupt government officials, 69.1%. People I love becoming seriously ill, 58.9%. Economic or financial collapse, 58.2%. Cyber terrorism coming in at 4th at 55.9%. People I love dying in the U.S. becoming involved in another world war, tied. Oh, okay, I was thinking it's like, okay, people I love dying and another world war. It's like, that's a weird thing to piece up, but okay, tied at 55.3%. And pollution of the drinking water, okay, 54.5%. Russia using nuclear weapons. Oh my God, Russia, man, bad, huh? 53.7%. Pollution of oceans, rivers, and lakes. Oh my God. Of course, it's the constantly terrified fucking eco-libs, 53.5%. And then finally, government tracking of personal data. Here we go. The Dale Gribbles of the world, 52.7%. So yeah, some of those I think are legitimate. People dying or becoming ill. That's a problem. Economic, financial collapse, that's also there as well. But the rest of that shit, I mean, if you're American, chances are you live in I guess not in Michigan, your chances of running into large bodies of polluted water for a considerable amount of time is pretty low. And as for the rest of these nuclear assured destruction, bro, I don't know what you're so scared about, because even if it does happen, you won't have to worry about it for very long. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.